to vibrate off or mute, and we'll have an opening statement from Terry.
The opening statement. Tough loss. Very, very difficult one to handle. The locker room is taking it very tough. I'm super proud of the effort that our guys put out there. These guys play hard. I feel awful for them. They do everything we ask of them, and we keep coming up short. I want to thank our crowd. The home field advantage was to our advantage. They were awesome. They gave us an advantage. They gave us timeouts, penalties. It was amazing for the crowd. We have to hit the reset button again tomorrow and continue to figure out how to win a game. I thought we did a better job in the second half throwing the ball down the field. I thought it opened up our run game. When Nick hit the long run, and it gave us some opportunities to get back in the game. Our kids fought valiantly in the second half. We fought back from, I think, a 13-point lead and just kept clawing, kept fighting, and testimony to these kids in the locker room. Questions?
We'll start with Mark, and then we'll go to Bob.
Terry, you seemed pretty angry after the touchdown was upheld. Was it that play that was bothering you, or was there something else that was bugging you?
No, it's an accumulation of things. We're all wanting the plays to go our way. We're talking blades of grass, right? Back to the Oregon game. And we're just trying to create, maybe we get the call for the blade of grass. And right now we're in that storm where we can't get the blade of grass. So, just trying to make sure my guys know I'm fighting every way of the storm for them guys. And, just trying to turn the tide.
Bob, over here on the left.
Hey, Terry. I hate to bring up their last touchdown drive, but you hit that quarterback relentlessly. He kept getting up. They didn't have any timeouts. You started that drive with a sack. They made freakish catches to prolong the drive. Is it frustrating, or was there anything you feel like you could have done differently on that drive because of the pressure you put on that offense?
Their quarterback's big time. When you get in games like this, you have to have players that make plays to win games, and he won the game for them. He was amazing. He's tough. We hit him relentlessly the entire game, and he kept getting up. He delivered throws. You could say they were lucky, but he kept doing it time after time. That last drive, the pressure's there. We get the sacks, and I don't know if we would do anything different. The coverage is right there. Those guys made plays, and unfortunately, that's the nature of this game. And we can live with results when guys make plays. We can't live with results when we're making mistakes.
Rich, and then Greg, to your right.
Terry, you mentioned Mendoza. How did you think your quarterback played at the end of a rigorous three-game stretch against three outstanding defenses?
Yeah, I thought he grew up in the second half. Obviously coming out of halftime, we threw the interception, but he bounced right back. He started making some good throws. He gave us a chance to win. He led us back. He took control of the huddle. I thought he was big time, and just looking forward to him, continuing to get better and continuing to develop. So I thought he gave us a chance to win, and that's all you can ask.
We'll go Pickle, and then we'll go to Mike.
Coach, on the play where they snapped the ball before you guys finished substituting, did you get an explanation on whether or not that should have been a delay of game penalty? Did you think it was officiated correctly, or what conversations did you have about that play?
Yeah, we talked about it. The officials make a call. I don't want to get into all of that. That's what they're paid to do. They made the call. We move on.
Mike, and then Allie.
Terry, other than Ethan maybe making a step forward today, what happened that you were able to throw the ball vertically down the field? The first time we've seen it in a long time.
We made calls to throw the ball down the field.
Allie, and then, I don't know.
Terry, you mentioned, I'm back here. Ready? A little bit left. I got you. it's been a number of these games. You referenced Oregon, and it's felt like in almost every single game you're almost right there. How much harder is that to stomach for the locker room, and what is the message when it's coming down to, again, 1-2 plays?
It's extremely hard, you know. Like I said, these guys work hard. You know, we go to practice tomorrow and they have a day off on Monday, but they're in there watching film. We practice hard on Tuesday, Wednesday. They're getting after it. We're straining these guys, you know, and they don't reap any reward for it. And it's very difficult. Again, I feel bad for those guys. They deserve more. They deserve victory. And we'll reset tomorrow, and we'll come back out and try to get better.
Tyler, then Neil.
Hey Terry, there's a few guys that are down their last few games. Nick Singleton, Denida Sutton, Zane Durant. From our view in the press box, they may have played their best game of Big Ten ball so far, responding to this moment. What's that tell you about where this locker room is right now, and what can you kind of give us in the sense of what kind of effort and desire you saw from this team today?
That's the testimony, right? I think it was you that made the comment that there was no morale in the practice, or the lowest morale you've seen. Is that what you saw today?
Not today.
Absolutely. These guys are busting their butt. And the guys you just mentioned, they're our best players. They're our old guys. They're leading the way. You know, that's why I feel so bad for them, because they are doing everything we ask. They're working hard. They're leading the locker room. They're making sure these young guys are following. They're leading by example. You know, we got to figure out, you know, and then, you know, I'm not making excuses, but we play at Iowa at night. Then number 1 team, number 2 team. It was a tough road, and you know we're going to come back next week. We're going to fight harder. No one will ever question a Terry Smith team that they don't play hard.
We'll go Neil and then John, last two.
Terry, do you feel that this was about as well as you guys could play?
No. I think we played competitively. Obviously, we made mistakes. I think we had more penalties this week than we've had the last several weeks. You know, I think we can make better decisions on third down situations, but defensively. I think it's close to a good game, but there's always room for improvement. You know, I'm super proud of these guys. They played their hearts out, you know, and I wouldn't do it any other way. We fought back. These guys could have packed it in. They could have easily quit. When we were down, you know, when we had the fumble before the half and then they come out and we had the interception, they could have laid down and quit. And they dare not do that. So we're going to come back tomorrow and we're going to get back at it. And we're going to be ready to play at Michigan State next week.
John.
Hey Terry, here on your left.
To your left.
I just want to go back to the crowd support. When you led the team out in the field, big ovation, when your name was announced on the video board, big ovation. How would you describe the level of support you got today from the crowd? How important was it? And for you personally, lifelong Penn State or first home game as a head coach, how much did that mean to you personally?
Yeah, it means a lot. You know, I'm very humble in this position. I thought the crowd was amazing. I thought they gave great energy. I thought they were loud. I thought they were supportive. I thought they cheered our guys on. I thought they gave us that extra juice to go further, to motivate us. I couldn't ask more for them guys. They were amazing. For me personally, it's just very humbling to know that I'm running out on the field. I think back to Joe Paterno, right, and him running on the field. I'm in the same position as he was. I have to do better for my guys. We have to taste victory because they deserve it.
Thank you, Terry.
Thanks, sir.